Okay, so like I said, the karaoke party was so much fun. And then on Sunday, then I was like so excited for Sunday because Saturday was so great. And I was like, oh my gosh, Sunday's going to be great. And then I forgot that Sunday ends really early. And literally there was nobody left in the hotel after Millie and Noah were done signing autographs. Like, after we got our autographs, we went to eat. And then we came back and there was like nobody there. And I'm like, I felt so sad all of a sudden. I'm like, wait, I want to keep doing things. Like, this is sad. Where is everybody? I feel so alone. Like, it was really sad how quickly everybody cleared out. So anyway, on Sunday, this was the Millie and Noah day, because they were the only ones signing besides Brett and Mark were also there too. So I mean, it wasn't Millie and Noah, but they were like the big main people for that day. So they had the theater, obviously for gold members only, and they had the gold member with Millie and Noah, the gold panel, not the gold member, oh my gosh, the gold panel with Millie and Noah, which I'm going to roll the footage now.
Okay, which one do we do?
That side. No, we're on this side.
Copy that.
Hi.
Hi, so I was wondering who your guys' favorite actors and actresses are and what role of theirs would you want to play if you had the chance?
Okay. Probably, I'd love to be in Spider-Man and Tom Holland's role. But I'd have to kill him, but it wouldn't be my fault.
Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia? That'd be cool.
Hi, I love you guys. What advice would you give to young, aspiring actors and actresses?
This sounds corny, but don't give up. I mean, that's like the best advice for anyone. Because
Make sure you want to do it, you know, because luckily I have parents that would stop at any time if I didn't want to do it. And if you want to do it, that's when it's so fun. But if people are making you do it, you need to stop, because that's when it becomes forced, that's when it becomes not real anymore, and you need to make it your dream and not anyone else's. So, yeah. Left.
Hi. So who is your best friend on set other than like your whole group of friends? Best friend, like on set, other than like your whole group of friends.
So I can't say no. No, I can't say no. I really want to say Noah. But other than the group, okay. David Harbour. He's my bestie.
you have to choose just one person.
You've got to go for your mum.
My mom?
Winona.
Yeah, I mean, I love Winona. She's crazy, but she's awesome. And she's so sweet, and I think she would be definitely my choice.
We both went for our parents.
Hi, I'm here with my daughter, Aslan Brown, no relation, we think. And we think she's about your age, and we think it's wonderful that you, Millie, have become a voice for your generation and lending your support to such things as Time's Up. And along those lines, can you describe what it meant to you to be featured among so many prominent women in Maroon's 5 Girls Like You video?
Hey, where is your daughter?
She was just asking that, right over there with her hand up. She had her
Hi, I'm
question.
really nice to meet you. Well, I mean, it was amazing. I think, you know, Adam had such a great vision, and I was so lucky to be a part of it. And honestly, it didn't seem real because I'm not a woman yet. So I think it's so important for us to show that, you know, Noah and I and all the kids, to show that youth, you know, can take over the world, quite literally. And so, you know, using our voices to prove that we, you know, can join movements such as Time's Up, such as, like, I'm trying to think of, yeah, exactly. So I think it's so important to join that instead of sitting behind and not wanting to get involved with controversial topics. I think we need to, as us and as when we have a platform to do so, so we need to do that. And you know, I think it's important for me to do that. So Adam expressed that to me, and it was amazing and so exciting, and yeah, it was so fun. And that song is stuck in my head 24/7. But yeah, Cardi B is just my favorite. I love her so much. Thank you.
This is so fun. Okay, so then after that, the theater opens up for everybody, and obviously they had the private meet and greet with Millie, and then they had the photo ops with Noah, which I got photo with Noah, and we did cute little hearts, and I know a lot of people have been using that photo, so if you've seen it around, hey, that's mine. So yeah, I've seen a lot of people using it, which is fine. Like, I don't care. It's cute. They're adorable. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to show the photo here. So as you can see, we did cute little hearts with Noah, which was adorable. And yeah, we had that. And then after that, they had the welcome with Brett, which we missed that. So I was really thirsty, so I went back up to the room to get something to drink. So I missed a little bit of that, but I caught some of the Q&A with Brett. But I don't know if I videoed it or not. So if I did, I'm going to insert that now.
Where is your favorite place to travel to and why?
Where is my favorite place to travel to and why? I mean, there's so many, but I'll pick one. I really love Panama. I love the people there. I think it's like beautiful. It's got everything. You know, you got the city, then you can go to the beach, then you can go to the mountains, and it's just it's an incredible people who are all about really living life to the fullest. It's a very positive vibe, and they're very welcoming people.
Hi, I'm Annie.
Hi, Annie.
Yesterday, my mom asked what it was like working on the set of The Office.
Yeah.
And my family, my dad especially, is a fan of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Uh-huh.
And I know you were on that show for
Yeah.
a while, so what was that like?
That was amazing. I mean, Larry David is one of my all-time heroes. And this thing happened where, well, I play this character named the Pig Parker, who parks slightly outside of the line in the parking space. And Larry gets mad at me, and he calls me a pig parker, and we get in this big argument. And I tell him to mind his business, it's this whole thing. And in rehearsal, I was given this big car. So it was like a huge like Mercedes truck to use for the scene. And like the beginning of the scene, I just park, and then I get out of the car. And in the rehearsal, I couldn't see the lines because the hood was so big. So I parked the car, and Larry is walking towards me, and he's shaking his head. And I think we're about to start the scene. So I'm like getting ready, and then he's like, no, you see, you did it wrong. You parked perfectly in the space. And I looked down and I did not park outside of the line like I was supposed to. And he's like, you see, the whole concept of the bit is that you park outside of the line, and that's why I get mad at you. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, Mr. David, I'm sorry. I know, I just couldn't see, I'm not stupid, I couldn't see the lines. I'll do it better next time. He's like, okay. So then I was like freaking out, and I'm like in the car, and I'm like, oh my God, I just like ruined one of the best like moments of my life. I'm like, this is like one of my dreams, and I'm just trashing it. But then I calmed myself down, I'm like, you gotta get it together. And we started the first take of the scene, and Larry is so great, because he like, when you're funny, he'll laugh like during the scene. And so that just filled me with so much confidence. And then from then on, it was just like smooth sailing. It was just so fun. And that was incredible for me. One of the best moments of my life.
If you have to be killed off in Stranger Things, would you rather be killed off by a Demogorgon or by an accident?
by an accident, choking on a matzo ball. No, I think being killed by a Demogorgon. Of course, that would be cool. Like he goes out just in a blaze of glory. And he takes the Demogorgon with him too. He kills it too. Yes.
Can you sing something?
You want me to sing something? Okay. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Putting pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr. Magic Molly Mall. I let my tape hot till my tape pop. Smoking on bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? Da-ha, you never thought that hip-hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Give it up for the notorious B.I.G., ladies and gentlemen, Biggie Smalls. And that's my time. Thank you so much. I'll see you later as we bring out Noah and Millie, and I'll see you around. Thank you.
If I didn't, then hey, I forgot. And there was more anyway from him earlier. And then they had the VIP with Millie and Noah, which was nice. And they had photo ops with Millie, and they said if you have Noah's meet and greet, to please get the photo op first in line after VIPs, which would be the VIP Noah. So if you have the VIP Noah meet and greet, then you would go get your photo with Millie afterward. And they had a stage reset, which I don't know what that means because I was never around for that, so I don't know what that means. So after your photos with Millie, which I didn't get, because I got a photo with her at C2E2 anyway, and also her photos sold out really quickly. So I was like, thankfully I already met her at C2E2 last year, so it was all good. We had the stage reset thing. We had the private meet and greet with Noah, and then we had the auction again, which is when Millie's went for 700, Noah's went for 400, and I was like, oh my gosh. But again, you got front of the line, and you got to get it autographed, and you got to be in the front of the line. But I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is crazy. I was like, oh. And then they also sold the banners that they had on the side as well, that were signed by everybody. Like, they had the photo op banners that they sold. They had the banners next to the, next to the screens that they sold as well. There should be a photo here, and then they also had a projection, which was cool, and they also had another projection that's at StrangerCon, so all those photos, hopefully I showed them. Then after that, they had the duo photo ops with Millie and Noah, which again, I didn't have. I only had a photo with Noah and a photo with Shannon. And then they had the Q&A with Noah, and then the Q&A with just Millie, which I do have footage of, and I'm going to definitely talk about right afterwards. So yeah, I'm gonna roll that.
Hi guys. Okay, it's just me, so I get hi. I think I start there, right? Maybe, possibly. Yes. Okay. So.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Oh, well, I mean, it could either go two ways. I could either become a successful actor, or I'm gonna be homeless and not have a job. So, I mean, let's just hope for the best. We'll see. Do I switch side? Oh wait, is there people? Oh, there's a lot of you. Hi guys.
Hi. I just want to say I love you, and I wanted to know what's your favorite theory about the show?
Ooh, there's a lot of theories about Eleven and I creating a relationship. Joyce and Hopper meet up, and then they get together, and then me and Millie start to live, or me and Eleven start to live together. I'm a fan of that. Then that side. No? Yes.
Okay, hi, Bob.
Hi.
So, out of all the episodes in Stranger Things, which one's your favorite?
Everything? Oh.
Out of all of them.
I don't know which episode it is, but there's an episode where, it's the episode where Millie like flips the van. I don't know which one that is, but I love that one.
Okay, first off, I love you.
Thank you.
Out of season 2, which one was your favorite episode to film?
Yeah. That's a good question. I mean, I loved filming all of season 2. Probably episode 3 and 4, like when I was on the field, was a lot of fun. Episode 9, or the scenes when I was in the hospital, those were a lot of fun to film too. I can't choose. Probably episode 9.
Hi. How does it feel to act on Stranger Things?
It's crazy. I mean, I never would have thought like I'd be on such a big, well-known show, and you guys are just so, and all the fans are just so amazing, and it's just. But I mean, I just never would have expected this, and I'm so grateful to be able to play such a cool role in such a cool show. So, yeah, thank you.
Hi, just wanted to say, love you so much.
Thank you.
My question is, besides your role as Will, what would be your dream role in Stranger Things?
Earlier I said I'd love to play 11, and that'd probably be what it would be. But if it wasn't 11, maybe Hopper. I think Hopper's a really cool character.
Hi.
Hi.
I love you so much.
Puberty.
How did you feel when you won the MTV Award?
It was just, all of it, it's just so crazy. Like, thank you. I mean, and it's because of you guys, so thank you. I'm so grateful. Like, I won an award. Wow. It's just so cool. I'm so thankful for you guys, and I was just in awe. And I was really nervous too before, because like, if they called my name, I would have had to give a speech, and I didn't want to give a speech, but I did. And thank you. Thank you.
Hi, I love you. If you could be on any other show, what show would it be?
South Park.
Hi, Noah. I love you. What is your weirdest / biggest fear?
My what?
Your weirdest / biggest fear.
You said Venus. Sorry. My biggest fear. Well, when I was younger, I think it went away now, but when I was younger, I was really scared of the dark, and I was always, like, before I went to bed, I couldn't fall asleep because I thought there was, like, a kidnapper under my bed. But right now, I'm not scared of any. My biggest fear is failure.
Hi, I just want to say I idolize you.
Thank you.
What was your first reaction when you got the role of Will?
Confused, because when they told me I got the role, I didn't know what they were talking about, because it was from a while ago, and then like 5 months after I auditioned, they told me I got the role, and I just didn't know what they were talking about, and then they explained it to me, and I was so happy, because it was like, I've always wanted to be on a TV show, and it was like my first TV show, and it was on Netflix. It was just like, what? And I was so happy, and I told my parents, and I just told everyone, and I couldn't keep it in.
Hi, Noah. I love you.
Thank you. Hi.
Is your family and the Byers family more alike or more different, and how?
To my family? Definitely pretty alike, I'd say, just because my family's kind of like messy and just unorganized, and I feel like the Byers families, and my mom's crazy, just like Joyce. So, I'd say yes.
Hi. In the last episode of season 2, when you were like possessed and had to like roll around and be all demented and everything, were you self-conscious trying to film that and like act crazy, or is it just something that's kind of natural since you're acting?
Well, I mean, I thought, just because there's so many, like I knew so many people would see it, and it was all quiet, and all the eyes were on me when I was doing the scene, I thought I'd get like nervous, but I mean, I never did. I just did it and it turned out well, and I'm so happy because I was really nervous when I was reading the script because I didn't think I would be able to do it, but it turned out good, so.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do your friends treat you any different now that you're famous?
Well, I go to like a public school, and I've been going to the same school with the same people since I was in kindergarten. So, I mean, everyone I've known for a while, and they knew me before all this happened. So, not really, but there are people and like, there are younger kids who are like, oh my God, you're Will. But it's good, it's nice, because I get to kind of like be a normal kid.
Hi. So I was wondering, you obviously meet a lot of fans at events, and so what would you say was like your strangest fan encounter, like your weirdest one or anything?
Definitely, one time a fan like squeezed my butt, that was pretty weird. And then another time, I said this, but I was in the bathroom and I was peeing, and then a fan just like grabbed me and asked me to take a picture, and I was just like, it was there, and it was just weird, but some fans can be crazy, but it's cool, because I just get to meet so many weird and fun people. Thank you. I love you too.
Hi, what's the weirdest thing you've seen about yourself on social media?
Ooh. I haven't seen that many weird things. That's such a good question. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've seen many weird people. Sometimes people think I'm like faking that I'm like my account is fake and I'm not actually Noah Schnapp and I don't play Will Byers on Stranger Things. But like some people will just call me out and say you're not real, you're fake. But I mean besides that, no, I've never really had something weird with that. Good question.
Hi, what happened in episode 1? You had a dog, but then like it disappeared, but no one saw like it get taken by like a Demogorgon, and then it happened to Dustin's turtle too. So what happened to those pets?
I mean, I don't know if this is, I think he died, didn't he? He did, oh, wait. Well, in this, I mean, I'm sure you can tell, I guess. Like in this season, there's like a grave for him that you see. Wait. This is between us.
Hi.
Thank you.
I love you. What is the toughest part that you've had to go through in your acting career, especially being so young?
Probably Stranger Things has definitely been one of the toughest, most challenging things I've had to do for play. Just throughout season 2, I've had to face like so many things that I had a seizure. I never thought I would have been doing that, and I've never like seen a seizure, and it was definitely a big challenge, but I mean, it turned out good, so I'm very happy.
For releasing the mind flayer because of his advice to Will.
Oh, wow. I've never thought about that. Yeah. Because, I mean, he's the one who told Will to fight back and not run, and Will just stood there and let him take him over, and that's partly because of Punk. Oh.
Did you know about D&D before Stranger Things?
No. I mean, they never taught us how to play it, but sometimes there's like this season we've had to. Oh my God, I'm gonna get in so much trouble. We've had to play D&D in some of the seasons, and on set, there has been like a professional D&D player, and he's like hardcore, like he knows everything about D&D. He's like a nerd, and he just, and like, it's just such a complicated game, and I still don't know how to play it, but eventually I'm gonna learn.
Hi. What's the craziest thing you've ever done to film a scene?
Probably, I mean, season 2, I've done so many, like I had to have a seizure. That was pretty crazy. I mean, at the end of season 2, when I was lying on the bed, like screaming, like having the monster come out of me, that was crazy. I mean, I was screaming literally all night. It was so intense. And I remember they were like feeding me just gallons of tea to keep my voice, and then the next day it was just gone. So that was a really intense scene for me.
Hi, I wanted to know who your role model is.
My role model? Definitely my parents. Thank you.
I love you!
Where'd that come from? Hi, I love you too.
Hi, I love you so much.
Thank you.
Do you think Will should have a girlfriend?
Yes. I mean, I want to kiss someone, but I mean, Millie got to kiss someone, and Caleb and Sadie, and I'm just like alone. Hopefully in season 3, Will has a nice relationship with someone.
Hi. So I wanted to know what it was like to work with Panic at the Disco for LED.
Yes!
That was good. Brendan Urie is so nice. I love him. He is so cool. And I mean, I remember they brought me on stage for a little bit for one of the songs for LA Devotee at Madison Square Garden, and it was. I just had to sing with him for like 20 seconds, but I thought I was gonna throw up. Like, I don't know how people do it. It's insane. But I mean, I just can tell you, he's the nicest guy you'll ever meet. He is so cool, and I love him. And I love Panic at the Disco. And they released a new album. What'd you say? In the new, I haven't listened to it yet. I'm a fake fan. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna listen to it, and then I'll let you know.
What is it like knowing that you inspire so many people?
I mean, it's crazy to think that like I can use my Instagram to have people support a certain charity, or it's really cool knowing that, because I've always wanted to this is not related, but just I've always thought like people who have a lot of money, I feel like need to, like, if you have that chance to have enough money, don't spend it on yourself. Make a change in the world for other people so everyone can have a better future. I've always thought like, just if I ever become like super rich, I would never want to use any of it on myself, just because like I want to help, because there's a lot of things messed up in this world, and I feel like people who have a lot of money need to use that to make a change for something good.
Hi, what's the funniest thing that's ever happened on set?
I mean, there's a lot of fun. Definitely Millie and I's pranks. We throw the best pranks at the people. And, I mean, just like I said, the other day, I remember we were going into, like, our teachers were at lunch, and we like ripped apart the entire schoolroom, and we just covered it in toilet paper and like paint. And they came back and they were like, they got in so much trouble, and it was because of us. And it was really funny.
I love you.
Hi, thank you.
So what was your first impression of all your co-stars, like when you first got to meet them?
I thought Caleb was mean, but then, like, when I first met him, it was, because he was the only person I met, because we did, like chemistry tests in LA, where they put you next to certain people and see who works best with who, but me and Caleb didn't, I don't know, it was just awkward. But then I got to know him, and now I love Caleb. But they all say the same about me. They say that I was really mean too. But now, I mean, we're super close. We love each other now. And I remember me and Millie we didn't really talk for the beginning of season 1 for a while, and then just out of nowhere we started talking. We became so close like that. But now we all love each other.
Like, what was the hardest part to film when you were like on set in season 2?
Definitely the last episode in season 2 where I was on the bed and the monster was coming out of me, and then probably the scene where I was on the field screaming at the monster.
Hi, love you so much.
Hi.
If you have a top 3, what are your top 3 favorite Panic at the Disco songs?
Death of a Bachelor. Did you say no? She did. No, that's a great song.
No, I love that song.
LA Devotee, obviously. And what's the? I was just listening to a song today, but from their album, and I don't know the name. I swear, I'm not lying. I don't know the name of the song. What? I don't know. I don't know the song. It's by Panic at the Disco. Yeah, I mean, I love them.
He's not allowed to sing contractually. Hey Noah.
Hi, how are you?
Hi. This is
Am I being picked up?
This happens every time. This is the awkward way in which I come in and outro you. I just walk out, and without you having any warning, it's happened to everybody the whole time.
Okay, well, thank you guys.
I'm just kidding. Oh, now they have the outro music. I'm just kidding. He is allowed to sing. That was a joke. All right. Well, how's everybody doing still? Everybody having fun? Give a round of applause for Millie Bobby Brown.
Which way should we start? Let's start on the right. Is that what I'm supposed to do, yeah? I love you too. Yeah. All right. Nobody's moderating this, so it's wonderful. Go ahead.
Hi, I love you.
I love you too.
What makes you get in the character of 11?
What makes me get into character? Well, music. Music makes me get into character. Honestly, you'd laugh, but last season, for season 2, I watched a Mike and 11 edit, and it like made me cry. It was really cute, and so it made me cry, and that got me into character. Weirdly enough, yeah, that's funny. Why would I watch? Never mind. It's past the point. I cried. It was good. It got it out of me. Good question. Thank you. All right.
Hi. What is a life motto that you live by every day, or you try to?
A life model.
Like a quote.
Oh, a motto. See, it's your American motto. Motto. The difference, you know. Okay. Motto. I don't really know, actually, because the thing is like, I guess just be kind. I know it's really cliche, but just be kind. Like, I don't understand why people have to hate on other people. It just doesn't make sense to me. I believe that hate is an awful thing, and you know, people feel like they need to share their opinion when really they don't. Because as long as you're kind to one another and complimenting each other, you're making someone else's day way better. And if you're hating on one another, like you're trying to bring me down, but really you're lifting me up because I don't care. So I would say just be kind to each other. I think that's the most important thing. And I tell my little sister that every day. It's just like, no need to hate on other people when you can just love. That's what love's for. So I love you too. Okay, right now.
Hi, Millie.
Hi.
First off, you're like the nicest person I've ever met, and I love you. Thank you. How did it feel shaving your head for the first time?
Liberating. Really empowering. Yeah, like it really proved to me that it doesn't matter if I'm a girl, if I'm a boy, if I look like a boy. It's like I am who I am. And it's really important to tell girls and even women that your hair means nothing. Just means nothing. Your beauty, I feel like your beauty is what within and is coming with through, and your beauty is on your face, and what you do and what you say is your beauty. Your hair doesn't define who you are, and that's what I learned during that experience. So it was amazing, very fun. Yeah. Okay, left. Right here.
Hi, I'm Annie.
Hello, Annie.
I watched your interview where there was this part where you were reading Nancy's diary and you accidentally said it in your British accent.
Oh,
was there any other times that you did that?
No.
In the show?
But that's so funny you say that because I've never done that before. Usually I can just go straight into my American accent and it just kind of flows. But then I went into my British accent for no reason. And you know why I did it? It's because it was written. Okay, I was supposed to say ugh, right? U-G-H, ugh. But I said ugh. Who does that? So the director came up to me and was like, I hope you realise that you messed up. And I was like, did I? What did I do? He was like, you said ugh. Not the company ugh. Ugh. I had a whole moment. They deleted the scene. Wonderful. Okay.
Hi, Millie.
Hello.
I was wondering what your favorite characteristic of 11 is.
My favourite characteristic? How badass she is. She's extremely badass. Yeah. I think every woman character on the show is extremely badass, and sorry. Oh my god, my dad's probably looking at this. So I think like the thing, Joyce, Max, she is so cool. Genuinely like shows, and Nancy, Bob. Great characters, like great female characters that are so cool and amazing. And so my character, I think my favourite part is that she's so cool. She doesn't really try. Also her vulnerability though. She can be very vulnerable at times and it's really emotional and amazing, and I love that about her. So yeah.
Thank you. Can you do an impression of Noah? Of who? Of Noah?
Oh. Hi guys. I'm Noah. But that's in front of you guys. He's different. He's really mature and like really amazing. And then to me, he's just crazy. So he's like, "Hey, Millie, let's go jump in the pool." And then and it's like that's how it is. Yeah. Oh my god, I hope he doesn't get offended by that. But that's actually, he's just mental, and I love him for it. Okay.
Hi, I love you so much.
Oh, I love you too.
What was the funniest moment you had on set?
Funniest. Oh, should I get going? It's from season 3. I don't know if I can say it. I should say it. Okay, I'm not going to tell anything. I'm really not going to get in trouble for this. It was with 2 people, and somebody kept saying something, and like every time that person said it, I cried, laughing. It was the funniest thing in the world. And then, okay, I'm gonna stop. It was probably, I'm gonna say it next time I come, but it was like the funniest scene. Or the other night, I did something with someone. Never mind, why do I do these things? Okay. Last year though, I'm trying to think, I definitely had some laughs with Finn, Mike. We did the snowball and it was so awkward because like my whole family is just standing there, you know, and they're just looking at me kissing a boy. It's the most awkward thing in the world, you guys. I hope everybody understands. Just try kissing a boy in front of your dad, okay? It's really, really awkward. And Finn,
we were dancing, and he was just looking at me, and he was like talking to me through his teeth, and I was like, and then he just said, "I'm coming in," and I was like, cried laughing. It's like, why would you say that before you kiss me? Why? This doesn't make any sense to me. And then I just got crying, laughing, and all the extras were like, "What's wrong? Is she crying?" I'm like, "No, he told me that he's coming in." All right, it was a season ago, but like, we're still mourning. Yeah, it was terrible. Oh my god, how terrible was that? Why did he go? So rude. Huh? Justice for Bob, justice for Barb. What is this show? Is it? Benny! What is it with these lot? Why? Now, that is my question. Why do you think it's with a B? I actually don't know the answer. I don't know. I actually don't. I genuinely don't know. All right, next question.
Hi, what's been the scariest moment for you on set so far?
Scariest? Probably when the Demogorgon came out. I looked at that man's face and he was like, his face was like throbbing. What an awful word that is. Yeah, it was like awful, and I was looking at his face and he had just grabbed a banana, started eating it. I was like, what? It makes no sense at all. Another scary scene was when I was doing the last scene and I closed the rift. Yeah. All that stuff. And I had I was very nauseous that day because I was actually put on what would you call that? A lift. Like a lift, right? So it was like a lift. And I was like, it was swinging back and forth, and I was like, everybody was like, she's clearly gonna vomit all over David Harbour. And I was like, get me down, stand outside for a second. Oh, bye. Shit, I got too boring. Got too boring for you. You just gotta call people out. So she goes, yes, and then everybody was like, she's gonna throw up. But luckily that day, I took a couple of those Pepto things. Pepto, weird name. Yeah, figured it out, and it came out really wonderful. Yeah.
Hi, I idolize you and I love you so much. What was the most challenging scene to film in Stranger Things Season 2, and can we be friends?
First question was, the most challenging part was, like I said, I think the last scene when I closed the rift, I think it was really challenging because I had blood from my nose, I had blood from my ears, I had contacts in, I was screaming a lot. Oh my god, 11, so dramatic. It was a very difficult scene. And the second question, of course we can be friends. I mean, duh. We're all friends, right? I try and make this as much as a conversation as possible instead of it just being awkward and me sitting up here like answering questions. Just have a conversation. I'm all normal, you guys. I mean, mostly normal. Anyway, next question.
Hi, Millie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So, what's the worst pickup line that someone's ever used on you or that you've ever heard?
From like a boy?
Anyone.
Oh, from anyone. Things come to mind. They're just stupid. Just so stupid. No, I've never had anyone use a pickup line on me. I'm too scared. Too scared to say it. Nobody says pickup lines anymore, really, do they? No, they're not like, are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10. Stop. Just, stop right there. You're not working out for me. Yeah, no, nobody's ever used a pickup line on me.
Hi, how do you want to see Mike and Eleven's friendship grow over time?
Mike and Eleven's friendship? Aren't they like...
Ship!
Don't they like love each other? Yeah. I don't know. I hope this season they have a great relationship and they're, a cute couple and she really loves him and I think he really loves her for who he is, or, for who she is. With or without hair, with or without beauty. I think he just really genuinely loves her and I think it's a beautiful storyline that they have, so yeah.
Woo! Hi, Millie.
Thank you.
Hi, congrats on your Emmy nomination.
No. I definitely have not been nominated for an Emmy. That is not a thing.
Okay.
But thank you anyway. Let's just say it was for last year, right? Last year.
If you were on a deserted island, who would you bring?
Well, definitely not Noah. Noah would kill me to eat. Yeah. Probably my other best friend, Maddie Ziegler. I think we're so close that I feel like she would save me. And she also dances. She's really athletic. I'm not athletic. So, yeah, she's really athletic. So I feel like she would survive first, but she'd definitely be cool. Yeah. Who would you bring on a desert island? Oh, did you go? Would you bring me? I hope you'd bring me. It'd be pretty cool. You bring Noah? How rude of you. No, you know what? That's really rude. Talk to the kneecap, because the face aches. I love you.
Hi.
Hi.
When 11 is mad or sad or like in any mood, is there something in real life that has happened that you think of to get you into a mood for the scene?
Of course. I mean, I try and be as not as angry as as possible, because anger is just so, I don't like it. But yeah, no, in the show, are you actually joking me right now? None of this right now. Yeah, no, I don't really feel like a challenge. Has the volume gone up? How uncomfortable. Okay, so, yeah, no, so I don't know, I think I just kind of, that's what acting's for, you know? You don't really want to channel anger when it's like not the best thing to channel, is it really? Oh, no. Okay, thank you.
Hi Millie, I love you.
Hi.
What's your favorite thing you've ever dressed up as for Halloween?
Well, last year I dressed up as Baymax. Yeah, it was really fun because no one recognized me. And that was really, see, the year before I was with all the kids and I dressed up Noah. I said to Noah, the last minute thing, I said, Noah, go grab me a costume. He was like, fine. So he goes and grabs himself and me a costume. Then comes back and I said, why is it so small? And he said, it's size 15. It was a size 5, right? I'm dressed up in a 5-year-old's costume. So did he, but instead, I got creative with it, cut up the costumes, and we were Harley Quinn and I think the Flash mixed together. It was terrible, but listen, it worked. So, and Finn was a whoopee cushion. That's classic Finn. Classic Finn. Yeah, but we did get recognized that night, and it was, yeah, we started running away.
Hi.
Hi.
What is your favorite scene to rewatch?
I forgot. Remind me of some scenes. No, I mean, come on, you guys. Let me think. What was the beginning of the show last year? I'm actually going blank right now. The flipping the van. That was cool. That was really cool because, you know, I never flipped a van. How realistic. Yeah, it was a really cool scene though. I love that. And then also the scene where I argue with Hopper. I think that was a really cool scene. Like teenage temper. Like, what is? That's a tantrum and a half. Why did she scream? You're such a brat. All right.
Hi. First off, I love you so much. You're so cool. Do you have any advice for girls your age that struggle with like self-confidence issues?
Yeah, I have lots. And I'm 14, and I feel the same way you do every day. You know, it's not like I'm sitting up here and I'm trying to show people I'm something I'm not, because it's really not realistic. You know, girls get really insecure, and that's the reality of it, because other people make them feel insecure. And I think the best thing to show you is like, sorry to the guys, but like, girls rule the world. It's like this extremely powerful, and I think, you know, us youth, we can show the world that we are powerful, we can use our voices. You don't have to be in a show, or you don't have to be famous, or you use your voice in your own way, and you genuinely will change the world if you continue to do so. So I think you put insecurities to the side, put your beauty to the side, put everything to the side, and focus on what you believe in, and follow your dreams, because that's the most important thing. Once you follow your dreams and you're doing something you love, beauty will come with that, and you know, insecurities will go away, and you will just be doing something you love, which is what I'm doing. I act, and that's something I genuinely love to do, and so that's what kind of comes with it. So I think, you know, when I do so, the insecurities go away, and you know, the beauty just comes with that, and that's because I want to try and be as kind as possible, and I want to put my hand in every bucket, because I want to try and help the world and work with UNICEF, and I think it's just important to do that. So I'm not saying you have to be me to do that. I'm saying you can be any of you guys using your voice and, you know, showing the youth generation that we're extremely powerful and we're amazing, and like just like everybody in this room is. So yeah.
Hi Millie. How did it feel winning an MTV award?
So cool! I sat at home. I was really depressed. Congratulations, Noah. It was so sad. But you know, it was for the best. The doctor either told me, this is what the doctor told me, you either go to the MTV Awards and you accept your award, or you go to your Comic-Cons, because it's way too much action, you know? It's way too much to do. So I was like, well, obviously I love the MTV Awards and I love meeting people and accepting awards, obviously. Like, you guys are way more important to me. And I think it's so important to come and meet you guys and to have this experience, and it's way more important to me than accepting an award. So, yeah. Alright, which side are we at?
Hi, I'm Tasha.
Hi.
What kind of pet do you think 11 would have if she had one?
I think she really would dislike cats. Sorry if anybody's a cat lady in here. I have a cat myself, I love cats. I don't think she would like a dog either. I think she's more like a snake. You know? I had 7 snakes once. Yeah, me and my brother. We thought we were a reptile shop. But yeah, we had 7. I think she's more of a snake, or like a bearded dragon. Something weird like that, yeah.
Hi, I'm wishing you a speedy recovery, and I'm wondering what's been the best acting tip / advice you've received while being on Stranger Things?
Winona gives me advice, and I feel it's so interesting. David gives me advice a lot. David Harbour. I think he tells me like to really focus on my scenes, but to not dissect it, and just like really just like focus on my scenes instead of like, I'm a person now, not to set, not really know my lines, you know. I don't have many lines, but when I do go onto set, everybody's like, do you know what you're doing today, Millie? I'm like, no. What am I doing today? They're like, you're kissing Finn today, you're doing the snowball. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. They're like, it's on the schedule, if you checked. I'm that person, which is really annoying. But that's why my scenes come out the way they do. It's just very instinctual, just kind of what happens in the moment, you know? But David Harbour gave me this advice, just to really focus on my scenes, and that's what I've been doing this season, so, yeah. Girls like you. Do you guys like that music video? Isn't it cool? It's so amazing. I guess I could. Which one should I do though? Okay, yeah. Well, how does that start again? Okay. Sing it with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go back to Indiana circa 1983. Just 4 boys in the basement chilling, playing D&D. There was Lucas, there was Willie, Will, and Dustin, there was Mike. But one night, Will goes missing while he's riding on his bike. Yikes, that's when they met me again. I had no hair on my head. I was so close to dead. Courtesy of Dr. Brennan, who's on me, telling myself. Hey, go. So, what happened in the bar? She's just gone in the upside down. I was on top of the case, so I'm going against his face. Wow! Yeah, I didn't even have to do that. You guys are geniuses. Oh, that's so cute. Well done, you guys. Oh, I love you guys more. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, first of all, thank you so much for being here despite the hurt knee. Thank you. And I actually have a question, before your Stranger Things life, what was it like playing young Alice on the set of Once Upon a Time in Wonderland? 'Cause that was my favorite show before Stranger Things.
Yeah, that was so fun. I loved it because I had to do my English accent, and it was really nice. Because I don't have to do my American accent. I love my American accent, but it's a bit annoying. When I just want to do my English accent. It was really fun, and I loved it. And the director was really cool as well. And we filmed that in Vancouver. Yeah, it was really fun. Have any of you guys seen Intruders? Woo! Yeah. That was one of my other TV shows I did, and I played a possessed 80-year-old serial killer. Woo! Isn't that just fun? Yeah, it was so fun. Hi, Millie, I love you. Hi. On the duo one this morning, but I don't know if I should really. I was in Argentina, and there was a lot of chatter going on when I said Argentina. I was in Argentina and I was walking through the airport, and it was a metal detector. It was about 5 a.m. I'd say. I was very, very tired. My eyes were swollen, and when you're just not having a good hair day, that was me. And this 40-year-old man came up to me. Let's just start there. And he came up to me and he was like, I want a picture. And I was like, okay, I will, but I'm in during, what do you call it? Security. And so I was like, this is a bit awkward. Because I'm the man's take off all your jewelry, and I'm so I was like, hold on. And he couldn't go through, so he got on his hands and knees and said, you are an animal! And I looked at him for about a minute. I was still kind of sleepy, and I was like, okay. All right. And he was like, called me an animal. And so I was like, all right. So I walked through the metal detector. It was a really weird fan experience, 40-year-old man telling me I was an animal. Good days, eh? Yeah. Which side are you on?
Hi, Millie. I'm Natalia. First, I just wanted to say that you're an amazing and talented person, and I love you so much.
Thank you.
And so you're a really young person, and what is it like being known by so many fans and celebrities around the world?
Frightening, I guess. It's pretty frightening because everybody knows your name, and I can't really ever introduce myself again, but I do. That will never stop me. Even to everybody I met today, I was saying, hi, I'm Millie. It's just I'm normal. You keep reminding people I'm not an animal, I do want to take pictures with everyone I can, but when you're I'm just normal. It's when I'm walking through an airport, my eyes are swollen. Looking around and seeing what day it is, it's I love every single one of you, and I want to take a picture with all of you, but when there are stressful moments like that, or when it's social media can be harsh, and so when things like that happen, it can be stressful at times, and definitely frightening, but you just got to rise above that and realize social media doesn't rule my life, and I love the celebrities, obviously they're great, and some of them are my closest friends, but they don't rule my life. The base of it is my family, and my parents, and my pets, and my brothers and sisters, and my closest friends. I think that's the base of it, and those are the most important people around me, and they protect me, and so I think, that's what kind of is my root, and so I can't forget that, and the celebrities and the fame. That's really fun, because it can be, but I'm really excited to go home to Atlanta tonight and sleep in my bed. So yeah.
I was wondering, has being famous at such a young age affected?
Say that again?
Being famous at such a young age, has it affected you being a kid?
No, not all. Yeah, I won't let it affect my childhood, ever. And if it ever does get like that, I'll just stop. But it won't, because, like I said, I have a really great family that just protect me, and it doesn't need to get that far. And I'm sure Noah would say the same thing, all us kids would say the same things. Like, Netflix does a really great job of just remaining us as kids, and that's what kind of shows on camera as well. So I think it's important for us to just maintain us being really silly and stupid and playing pranks, because that's what, lets us be kids. So it's really, but it won't ruin my life. And I think it's a bit stereotypical. Everybody thinks, oh, the child actor's gonna turn into those people. No, it's not. We're a new generation, and we're really cool. And we're gonna, we're not
All right.
You've appeared.
Yes, I have.
Do you think we're gonna work together?
I really hope so.
That'd be really fun.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be great?
I said to him backstage, he knows stuff, I know stuff, we could just collaborate
I know.
on the show.
I think we're the two smartest people on the show.
I think personally we are.
Yeah. Sorry, Bobby. All right, well, here we go to the next portion of the show. You guys want to play a little trivia?
Okay, so as you can see, after the, I don't know if you can see that, but in the Q&A with Millie there, the guy that walked across was her dad. He actually sat next to me during the panel, and I was like, what? I wasn't sure if it was him, so I had my sister she was in row L, so I was in row J, so there was K, and then there was L. So I had her sending me photos of him, is that actually him? I think it's him. And it was him, because she said hi to him. Because she said hi to him when he left the row. She was like, oh, hi. And he was like, oh, hi. And she's like, yeah, that was her dad. I'm like, he was sitting next to me the whole time. It was pretty cool. I was like, do I say hi? Because she's talking during the panel, so I didn't want to be rude. Be like, oh, hey. I didn't want to do that, but I was like, oh my gosh, what? It was really cool. So yeah, we had that, which was awesome. Then they had the yes/no trivia game, which they picked people up, people who weren't going to be meeting them soon, because they did have the autographs. And I think, because the autographs were going on the same time as the yes/no trivia, and also the same time as the photo ops with Brett. So they had 3 things going on at the same time. They had the yes/no trivia, and then the photo ops with Brett, and then the autographs with Millie. And they also had then the autographs with Brett going on at 3 o'clock, so it was a half hour later. So the autographs with Millie and Noah, which is what I did, which is what's here, which I am going to show you in more detail. So don't worry about that. I am going to get to that. And yeah, and then there was the Q&A with Mark, which I don't believe I filmed anything for. And then the photo ops with Mark, which I didn't have. Then the autographs with Mark, which again, I already had him sign this, so I didn't have to worry about that. And then they just did 2019 upgrades. So pretty much after autographs, nobody was there anymore. Which was so weird. Because, after we got our autographs, we went to go eat. And then we came back in to the hotel. And it wasn't even that long. Because it only took, 45 minutes for the pizza. So, it was only, close to an hour that we'd been gone. And we come back in and nobody. And I mean nobody. And I was like, where is everybody? So I was like, you know what? I just want to walk around because it feels weird just going up to the room and not doing anything. So I'm like, I'm just going to walk around. So I walked around and went downstairs and grabbed the information for the digital photos right here, which was funny because it says here in the photo op notes to do not ask for a hug before or after the photo. and Noah gave me a hug before and after the photo. So I thought that was really funny. I was like, oh my gosh, they weren't supposed to give hugs, but he gave me a hug before and after the photo, which I thought was really funny. And they're like, if you want a hug, just ask for a hug shot. But he was the one giving hugs to everybody, which I thought was really cute. And yeah, and please don't ask to be picked up or pick them up, or do not attempt to kiss them. And if you have props, to make sure they are easily held and ready to go. And yeah, and they said just right there to keep it fun and how to claim your photo online. And it was just this. So I picked up this paper. And then I went back upstairs and actually ran into Brett as he was leaving to go to the airport, which was nice. So I finally actually got a photo with him, which I'll put here. It's a little awkward because I saw him and I was like, wait, Brett, like, can I have a photo, please? And then, you know, I took a photo with him. And some other people wanted a photo. And he's like, sorry, I can only take the one. And I was like, oh. And then I felt really bad because I didn't actually get to talk to him because he was in such a hurry. And I was like, I feel bad because I always hate taking pictures with people and not being able to actually talk to them. Be like, hey, I hope you're having a great day. Like, at least say something. Like, I wasn't even able to say anything. And then I just felt really bad for getting, like, a photo and leaving because I hate doing that. It annoys me when I do that. Like, I don't like to do that. And I did that. And then I felt really bad. Because I'm like, no, I didn't even get to talk to him. Ugh. Yeah, but anyway, he was funny, like I said, though. And so we did all of that, and now I can show you the autographs, which the first day they were able to personalize, but the second day, so that way the line went a lot faster than the first day, they were like, no personalizations, so they didn't personalize it, which is fine, because I do have a Millie personalized autograph anyway, like I said, from C2E2. I have a personalized one. But here, this is, which I got this from C2E2 the previous year. So Kara's is the really dark one right there. And that's Noah's in the silver at the top there. Noah's and Kara's is the other one. And you go here, and that's Millie. She signed on herself right there. And right over here is Mark's. And then down below's is Brett's. And then over there is Shannon's, which I thought was really cute. And Mark says he liked to sign right by the cabin because that's where, you know, he first showed up. Like, that's where he encountered Will. And I was like, yeah, sure, that's fine. You can sign there. Because he's like, can I sign there? He's like, because I love signing there. Because that's where, you know, Demogorgon first, like, was with Will. And I was like, because that's where he took Will or whatever. And I was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. I don't care where you sign at. Like, you don't have to ask me. I don't care. But yeah, I thought this was really cool. So now that I have this, I'm like, wait, now I have to get, like, everybody to sign this. And I also normally like getting just photos signed. So I was like, ugh. Because you had to bring your own thing. But they do sell photo prints there at the creation booth, which I did buy a Joe photo. Not gonna lie, did buy a Joe Curie photo. And the lady was like, you know he's not gonna be here, right? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I know. And then there was a mom behind me that she's like, I can respect you for buying that, though. And I'm like, yeah, I know. He is cute, isn't he? So I'm gonna show you guys that, though. Okay, so I have all of them here, which this first one here that has the numbers on it, I think it has my Shannon and my, oh no, this one's just the Joe one. Okay. So this is what they look like when you buy them. So it's whatever photo that they have on the website for each actor that you can buy. So obviously, since this one was his on the website, you can buy this one. And then the Millie and Noah ones are the ones that you see on the website that you can buy to have them sign. And everybody else's looks exactly like that. So it's pretty much the banner photos, like the photos for the banner that I showed you earlier. Oh gosh, that's right behind me. Those are the ones that they have small versions of that you can buy. So now, like, people who are going to the conventions and get, like, a Joe banner, I'm like, what? Like, I was so hoping they were going to sell the Joe banners even though he wasn't there. But, you know, they didn't. And I was like, oh, fine. It's quite sad about. But anyway, here's our one with Noah. Here's our Noah photo. I know I already showed it once, but here's the actual, like, glossy version with my really, really, really long hair. And then here's our other heart one with Shannon, which there is a glass glare, which they do warn you about when you wear your glasses that there might be a glare, which we did get a glare here and there. But it wasn't, like, super bad. So there's our one with Shannon with the hearts, which I thought was so cute. And I loved Shannon's jacket, though. It was adorable. So, yeah, so there's our two photos we got, which I like the blue background. It's nice. But if I would have known that the background was blue, I wouldn't have worn, like, a blue dress. Because I kind of blend in with the background there. I wouldn't have worn that if I would have known that the background was going to be blue, but yeah, so anyway, that was that. So it is really fun, and if anybody does have questions, I can try to help answer them, because I know each convention is different, because each one's a different hotel, each one's a different location. So I'm just saying, though, is even, hopefully, that this coming weekend at New Jersey, I know they have one, hopefully the signing for that first day will go a lot quickly, will go a lot faster than it did for us, because you waited in line for, like, 2 hours when you got to the autograph room. It was like an hour or two that you waited just to get through everybody. It was, and that's not including waiting in the normal big room before they sent you down to the small room. So yeah, it was really weird. I thought they were going to have them sign on the stage because it said grand ballroom. So I was like, oh, they're going to set up the stage. You're going to be able to walk on the stage and they're going to be in a line. You're just going to kind of go down the line. No, not at all. And they do have a policy that you are not allowed to film or take photos in the autograph room, which I know people did anyway. But I'm just letting you guys know that if you, if you can try it, but they still might get mad at you. Even though I didn't see anybody in there, like, enforcing that rule. So, I don't know. Not entirely sure. But yeah, guys, that's it for this. This is a really long video of just me talking. I'm looking at the time right now. It's 30 minutes, and that's not even including the panel pieces. So this is going to be one really long video. So if you stuck through this whole thing, thank you so much. I do have other Stranger Things videos on my channel. If you want to look at them, they're mainly about the toys and the Funkos and the McFarlane figures. So if you want to go look at that, you can go look at those. I have other vlogs as well. And I am thinking about going to Nashville. So if I do go to Nashville, there will be another StrangerCon vlog. Because I am thinking about going to Nashville. Not sure yet. But I am thinking about it just because I had so much fun at this one. So I'm like, I kind of want to go to another one now. So thinking about it. But yeah, guys, if you did like this video, leave a like down below. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye!